Today I did a video about the three ladies that I found out that passed. It was so sad. I mean, it is sad. It's Nelson Mandela's daughter. They don't know the cause of her death, but I read an article about her death. And Kelly Preston, a wife of John Travolta, I didn't even know she had breast cancer. She passed away with breast cancer, and apparently she had it for 2 years. So that's sad to hear. And the other one, I believe, I can't find a picture of her, but she is a queen, I believe, of she's a African queen, a local queen. So I don't know, but I read whatever that was written about her. But all of that is very sad. And the other thing I want to talk about, because the news keeps on happening, it just never stops. There's so much I want to talk, but I'm just picking the non-controversial thing. There's things about, our current political thing, so I don't even want to talk about that. Anyway. So, and the other thing I want to talk about, it's the Glee star. I never watched that show, Glee. I remember a while back there's a young man in the show that passed away. I don't remember what year, or I don't even remember his name, but he had passed. And today, what is it, July 13th, and I think they just recover her body. Like I said, I never watched the show. I don't know much about her, but her situation is just sad. Especially she has a young baby, a young boy. I don't know how old is the baby, but it's just sad. And I think they just recover her body. I'll find a clip of whatever they have of her. I remember seeing something about the authorities talking about, I guess they find her body finally. So that's sad. It's just sad. So it seems like Naya Rivera, who passed at the age of 33, she went for a swim, and then it seems like, based on the conference, that she went for a swim with her son, and she didn't have her life jacket on. She had enough energy to push her son into the boat, but she didn't have enough to get herself and to the boat. But based on what the officers were saying, it seems like the lake has how I said that? Not plants, I guess plants, grass, or things that have grown into the lake probably entangle her, and that prevent her from have enough energy to fight the current to go up into the boat herself. So they don't think there's any foul play or anything like that. So here's the conference of her founding.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you for being here with us today. As you know, since last Wednesday, we've been here at Lake Piru searching for Naya Rivera, who was reported missing. Each day we've utilized dozens of personnel on watercraft and helicopters with unmanned aerial systems, and on shore conducting a methodical and comprehensive search. Today our search teams have recovered a body in the lake. Based on the location where the body was found, physical characteristics of the body, clothing found on the body, and the physical condition of the body, as well as the absence of any other persons reported missing in the area, we are confident the body we found is that of Naya Rivera. She was found in a northeastern portion of the lake, near the surface of the water. The depth of the water in that area is between 35 and 60 feet deep, and there's heavy brush and trees on the lake bed there. As you can imagine, it has been an extremely difficult time for her family throughout this ordeal. As fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters, our hearts are with them, and we share in their grief for Naya's loss. We've been in direct contact with the family throughout this entire time, and we've kept them updated on the progress of our search efforts throughout. Our hearts also go out to Naya's many friends and fans who have been holding out hope for the best over the past few days. Detectives from our Major Crimes Bureau began working this case from the onset. Their work on this case revealed there was no indication of foul play and no indication this was a suicide. Moving forward, Naya's body is being taken to the Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office in Ventura, where an autopsy will be performed and a positive identification will be made through the examination of dental records. And just to share with you a recap of this incident and our response to it, on July 8th, 2020, last Wednesday, Naya Rivera came to Lake Piru and rented a pontoon boat at the dock. She and her 4-year-old son left the dock at approximately 1 p.m. and headed toward the northern portion of the lake. We identified specific areas they visited that day by looking at the shoreline features in the background of FaceTime videos when she was chatting with family members while out on the lake. We know from speaking with her son that he and Naya swam in the lake together at some point during their journey. It was during that time that her son described being helped into the boat by Naya, who boosted him onto the deck from behind. He told investigators that he looked back and saw her disappear under the surface of the water. Naya's son was later found asleep on the boat, which was adrift in the northern portion of the lake known as the Narrows, when a leasing agent searched for the watercraft, which was overdue for return. The young boy was wearing a life vest when he was found, and he was wrapped in a towel. An adult-sized life vest was found on the boat. Several witnesses who were at the lake that day have been identified and interviewed by sheriff's investigators. There were 3 other rental boats on the lake that day. All of the people in each of those boats has been identified and interviewed. They had seen Naya's boat at different times and in several different locations during the window of time she was out on the lake. Those witness statements helped our teams focus their search in the northern and eastern portions of the lake. We received the call at 4:38 p.m. on Wednesday. Rangers at Lake Piru began searching the lake immediately. Our deputies arrived by 5 p.m., followed by one of our helicopters and an unmanned aircraft team, investigators, and a boat crew with divers. By early Thursday morning, we received assistance from several neighboring law enforcement agencies. Naya's family has expressed their gratitude to all those involved in the search efforts, and we would like to thank our partner agencies for their help in this search effort. Without their assistance, we could not have covered as large an area as quickly as we did. The following agencies provided personnel, equipment, and expertise to this complex search effort: the Lake Piru Rangers, the Ventura County Fire Department, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's Office, the Tulare County Sheriff's Office, the United States Coast Guard, Forward Operating Base Point Mugu, and the California Governor's Office of Emergency Services. We also received support from Fugro Geodata Services. This company completed a detailed survey and mapping mission at the lake just 3 weeks earlier, in advance of the upcoming seismic retrofitting of the Santa Felicia Dam at the south end of the lake. They heard about the disappearance of Naya and offered their personnel and equipment and expertise to help locate her. Their detailed maps of the lake, along with their comprehensive knowledge of the lake, have given a major boost to this search effort, and we thank them for their assistance. That concludes my comments, and I am available with my team here to answer any questions that you may have. We do. We do have Spanish language available.
I have a question. Do you believe she was in that location the whole time, or do you believe that she floated to the top because of decomposition?
Sheriff, could you possibly step a tiny bit closer to the mic?
Sure. We do believe she was in that area when she went swimming, based on our conversations with her son, the information that we had from the witnesses in the area. The search effort had been focused in that area. As I mentioned, there's heavy brush, 15 to 20 feet in height that had grown when the lake was drier. That was an empty canyon tributary into the lake itself, and so you had a lot of growth that sprung up there. When the lake refilled with water, that growth remained and made it very, very difficult for divers, for our sonar operators, and for our searchers to search that area. We did focus on that area. We had our entire dive team scouring that area yesterday, and were not able to find her. We believe she was concealed within some of the shrubbery on the floor bed of the lake.
Did she float to the top though? Because so she came to the surface.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any indication of injury or tears to her clothing that may provide some insight to what happened?
There is a detailed examination of the body yet to take place, but the initial examination from the medical examiner's office does not reveal anything that makes us suspect there's any sort of foul play involved.
Sir, but based on the information you were studies again, but it's one lady, she did not follow the boat,
She went for a swim with her son. That's correct.
Life jacket, sir?
The body does not have a life jacket. There was an adult-sized life jacket in the pontoon boat that she had rented.
Was it one of the search and rescue or your BCSO boat, dive boat that found her today?
It was rescuers involved with the operation. The individuals that happened to find her today were Lake Piru Park Rangers.
What was the condition of the body this morning when you found the body?
The condition or position?
The position and condition, both things.
I'm sorry, are you saying condition?
Position and condition.
The body was floating near the surface of the water.
Facing up, facing up.
I don't have the specific information as to whether the body was facing up or down. The body looked as though it had been in the water for several days.
Is there any indication from family or friends whether she knew how to swim?
I don't have that information. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What time did they find her again? I'm sorry. I know you said it. What time was it this morning?
About 10 after 9.
10 after 9.
About 9:10.
So, Sheriff, the sign over there says no swimming. So, is swimming allowed here or not? I know this isn't your lake.
Swimming is allowed in this lake, and it's typically what we see at this lake is typically watercraft recreation. Not a whole lot of swimming, but it is allowed.
The sign says no swimming.
That's right here at the pier near the dock. Uh-huh.
Can you tell us anything about her family's visit to the lake this afternoon? Her family's visit?
Her family has been at the lake every day, holding out hope and communicating with our investigators and our staff. We've been in constant communication with them, and we've given them information before making it publicly available.
And the visit today, we saw them leave the boat, believing it to be her parents.
Yes, that's right.
They were just taken out to see where she was found.
Yes. The medical examiners trained and well prepared to examine bodies in various states, from burning to water damage to advanced decomposition. It does complicate things a little bit. In this case, there's decomposition that takes place. It's a natural process. It's actually part of the reason we were able to find her today. The body fills with gas, becomes more buoyant, and then surfaces on its own. So I don't anticipate there'll be any problems conducting a post-mortem autopsy.
Sir, have you indicated that according to
It would be speculation to say at this point. There are a lot of currents on the lake that appear particularly in the afternoon. We believe it was mid-afternoon when she disappeared. The idea perhaps being that the boat started drifting, it was unanchored, and that she mustered enough energy to get her son back onto the boat, but not enough to save herself. Yeah, the son was in the water, yes. We do have a Spanish interpreter.
Are there ladders on those rental boats? I can't help.
There are ladders on the boats, yes. They're designed for swimming. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
And the other thing I want to talk about, this is another show that I know of it, but I never watch it. I don't know if it's on TV or if it's on social media only, but I've heard of it. It's not like I'm, never heard of that. It's that red table talk thing with Jada Pinkett-Smith. So apparently recently she did a red table thing, talk, however that goes. Like I said, I don't watch it, but it's in the news. So apparently she put herself in the red table, and little did I know, I didn't even know that her and Will Smith were separated. I don't know if it's divorced or separated. And the thing, I don't want to go into the conversation that was going on. The two things that I want to talk about that particular thing is that Will's face, his face, I don't know, he looks, either he was crying, the type of a crying, someone who had just cried, or angry or something like that. It seems like the true feeling is being hidden somewhere, but I don't want to go into their personal lives or stuff like that. But it's just, you know, I don't know. It's just sad. And like I said, I didn't even know they were divorced and or separated. And Will's face was just shattered. It seems like looked like someone who had just cried or was crying a lot or something like that. So whatever clip I find of it, I'll show you guys. But yeah, I just want to bring that up. It's in the news, but I'm not going into the detail of what they were talking about because I try not to get in too much into this stuff, but it's in the news everywhere, and I just happened to click on one of the videos that we're talking about. I believe it was ET or Entertainment Tonight or something like that. And the part that I saw, it looks like Will was pretty devastated of whatever happened. And if you guys want to go into detail and find more of what they were talking about, there's plenty of other videos on YouTube that
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, this is your red table, and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree. I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, you know, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
You know, but...
So yeah, that's it. The news keep on, you know, happening every second. So that's it. Thanks for watching.